We went to Glencoe, so like there was like this little town where we went. We get there about 12 and dinner's not booked until 5. I'm like, okay, so what are we doing from 12 till 5? Well, I just thought we'd have a mooch. A mooch? -4 with a 1-year-old.
Hello and welcome to Unfiltered. This is the podcast where we give you the unfiltered truth about parenting. Today's topic, I don't think is going to be divisive. I think we're all going to agree on this one straight away. Holidays with your children. Is it just a waste of time?
Pretty much.
The whole planning. Do you plan? Are you a bit of a princess?
See, so I'm the person that says we need a holiday. We
Yeah.
need a holiday. Then I don't get involved in any of the booking of the holiday.
Okay, yeah.
But I'm the one that germinated the idea. But then I'll do the logistics. Like I'll book the taxi from the airport to the resort and back.
That's the only logistic.
That's
Yeah,
the
it's
only-
very important
That's
bit.
that bit. And then I'm the mule. So get the trolley, luggage, help the driver put it into the car, take it out, take it to the rooms. I don't actually think I've properly organised a holiday since we've been more than 2 people in this family. Like the last holiday I organised was our honeymoon. Beyond that,
How old's your eldest?
7.
Okay.
Just yeah. But to answer your original question, holidays with the kids, no.
Oh, it's so stressful. Last year we went to Greece and it was so stressful. I ended up in hospital the week before we went because I was having heart palpitations.
God.
And it turned out it was panic attacks just from like, has everybody got swimwear? Whoa, you know, he's going to need milk. Have we got this? It was just the most stressful thing.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's very different now that we've got a baby because I like holidays where you can actually like do stuff like go on a trek or like, you know, do like the little tours and like see a bit of culture. But when you've got a little baby, you can't do that stuff.
No.
You've kind of just got to like go to a hotel or like an Airbnb where you've got everything to hand. Like you can't be hiking up a mountain with like a baby strapped to your back. Well, not mine anyway because it's too bloody heavy. But like very different holidays now. And I am like a hardcore itinerary holiday planner. Like every time I've gone on holiday, I know what I'm doing every single day. I know what things I want to see.
You're one of those.
Yeah, I'm like, I want to see everything. I'm not sitting by the pool and just wasting I love to sit by the pool, but I also want to see everything. I don't want to miss out.
Okay.
But now that I've got a baby, I can't do that anymore.
It's so annoying.
It is so
I used to
annoying.
really look at families that would book things like, you know, a TUI family package break with a kids club. And I used to think, what
worst
are you
nightmare.
doing with your life? How awful. And now I've got kids and I'm like, I totally get it.
Get it
Yeah.
now.
We don't get holidays for ourselves anymore. We get holidays.
And it's
for
the amount of
kids.
luggage you have to take, especially with a baby. It's like the travel cart if they don't provide one. Like we've just went to the Scottish Highlands last month and we had to take the car seat because we hired a car. And like we literally went for 2 nights and we took more luggage than when we actually moved house. It was unreal. I mean, that was a holiday that my wife had planned for the first time in her life because it was a surprise 40th trip. So I wasn't involved in anything. So like my anxiety was like wild, like because I was just like, you're really shit at stuff, so this is going to be shit. But actually it was quite good.
You're really shit at stuff.
No. No, I mean shit at planning. Like she just turns up with her passport. Like we went to the Maldives for our honeymoon and I don't think she even knew what the Maldives was. She just literally turned up with her passport. She didn't know what was going on. Like, so she's normally like quite lucky with that stuff. So when she said she'd planned this trip, I was like, I just don't know. And then she said she planned a flight when she'd like asked for the passport to book the flight. And I was just like, what? Like, what is going on here? Like, very worried about this.
And how was it?
It was really good. Like she'd hired the car, she booked an amazing hotel. She'd planned to get the travel cot in the room. She planned to have 2 rooms so we could have like separate time when the baby was asleep in our room in the travel cot. So she did brilliantly. She'd booked dinners and stuff. However, like one of the days that we were there, she was like, so we're getting to the town. I can't remember what it was called. We went to Glencoe, so like there was like this little town where we went. We get there about 12 and dinner's not booked until 5. I'm like, okay, so what are we doing from 12 till 5? Well, I just thought we'd have a mooch. A mooch? -4 with a 1-year-old? How much mooching is there to do? There was like one high street. I was like, Nancy, you need to like plan something. Come on, like, what are we doing? She's like, well, I don't know, just mooch. I'm like, oh, if you just learned this word, we're not doing it. So then I had to quickly get on Google and like look at things to do in the area. So then we ended up going up, what's that thing called? Ben Nevis.
Yeah.
Is it Ben Nevis?
What's that?
Yeah, Ben Nevis. It's like a big mountain thing. Like we went up in a cable car and like, so I like organised all the activities in about 2.5 seconds when she thought we were mooching for 5 hours. So yeah, apart from that bit, it was really good. She did really, really well, bless her. She was like, you always slag me off on the podcast. So that's a bit of praise. Well done, Nancy. You did well.
I would advise taking a baby on holiday. It's just not good for you and for your mental health.
Oh, God.
I took my son to Barcelona when he was 8 months. It was the worst decision of my life.
My God, the trauma.
I was one of those Tommy Tippy mummies. You know those ones where you're always sterilising everything? I was one of those. So I brought the whole device with me. And I bought sachets and beakers and everything to make different foods. And he never had fake food or food that I bought off shelves. So I had to make everything. I bought a blender with me.
On holiday?
Yes.
Took a blender with you.
I blended the food.
Pouches,
I put
it's
dates.
real food.
Okay.
Yeah, I put dates on them. I was like, oh, this is for. It was disgusting. I look back and realised that I was a nerd. But at the time, I was so proud of myself. I was like, look at my organic food that I made myself. Amazing. No. Worst decision of my life.
Yeah.
Never do it again.
I agree. I took Sonny to Spain when he was 6 months and it was stressful. It's not a holiday anymore because your whole holiday is just nap time, food time.
Yeah.
You can't stay in the sun.
Yeah.
Like you can't sunbathe because he can't stay in the sun. In and out the pool. Like it's so stressful. It's like, this is not relaxing.
No.
And like I kept getting Nancy to do everything because I was like, this is like, I've looked after this baby for 6 months. This is me time. She was like, well, I want a bit of a holiday too. I'm like, well, you should have thought about that. Like, yeah, no, it was stressful. But hopefully they get better the older you get. Because then they can go in the pool on their own and stuff.
Well, I don't know about that because
Brilliant.
when we went
I'll
last
just cancel
year,
my next holiday, shall I?
that's what I was thinking. So last year, Arthur was 8, Fred was 4. And I thought this is going to be the first holiday that we'll be like, off you go, see you later.
Club.
But then because all they want to do is go in the pool, there is part of you that goes, I can't rely on that 15-year-old who I've just watched drinking a beer to actually properly watch the pool. So I'm gonna have to at least watch them. And you start watching them and they clock it, and then they're like, come and play with the water guns, let's go. And you know, there's no relaxation.
Ruined.
No, I had I think we went to France this year. He's 7, so it was super easy.
Bit chilled.
He has his own luggage. He can carry it himself. You know, imagine doing it by yourself, a newborn with a stroller, 2 suitcases. It's crazy. But now he's independent. He can do it himself. I'm like, where do you want to go? Itinerary done. I've already packed his bag a week before. You know, packed my bag a week before. We're very organised.
Morning.
Yeah, so it was just a nice
Morning
trip. I was like, let's do business class, son. Let's do business class. And he was like, yes, mother. And I was like, yes. So we chilled. We got to the airport really early. Went to the lounge. We had meals. We had booze. Well, he didn't. I did.
I was going to say, last time you said Chris killed you, but now you're giving him booze.
We even paid with it was so weird. We went to France where did we go? Paris. And I heard that the police in Paris, they were really bad. So I was like, let's wind them up. Oh, he was like, are you sure? He was the responsible one. So I was like talking to the feds, made friends out of it, got them to sing happy birthday. It was really fun. Like we had the best trip ever. Went to the place where you like put the locks in. We done locks together.
Nice.
Yeah.
I do think there's
So it does get better then.
It does get better.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
but
Life is better.
There's balance.
Yeah, there's
There is
balance.
balance. Like we went to Ibiza last October for half term. Got to the security gate. Little man pissed himself going for security checks. So then you're the awkward family that then has to come out of the line, wheel yourself to the toilet, change him, come back. Then we realised we actually hadn't packed him on a different pair of socks. So he's then the kid with
Pretty socks.
yeah.
No. See, I'm still at the stage of like when I get onto the plane, I'm looking around like who's around me because I'm like, who looks moody that if Sonny's crying, they're going to have the ump. So that's how I felt at first. But then I thought, oh, do you know what? I've paid for this flight too. So if he wants to cry, then tough shit.
Oh, I am with you. I cannot stand the tutters.
Yeah. But to be fair, he was standing on my lap, hands over the edge of the seat, hitting this guy on the head. And at first, this guy was like, like laughing. But after about 45 minutes, I could hear him like, But like, I still find it quite funny. I was like, oh, Sonny.
Like, it really annoys me, and it shouldn't, but it does, when you go on a flight and there's parents with a baby and they give out. Have you ever been on a flight and they give out like little
like apology
What?
little parcels?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a little zipper
This is a new
bag
thing.
that's got some sweets in.
Are you okay?
And I just was like, don't apologise. Every single person on this flight
Was a baby.
Was a baby.
Do you know what I mean?
So,
It's
you know,
true.
Yeah,
Some people should apologize
We
though.
went on we went to see our first holiday, bonkers to actually think about it, was to go see my sister in Florida. So it was a 10-hour flight with my eldest. She was 3 at the time. She was
Oh,
good.
and you didn't even go when she was 2, and at least the flights were free.
I know,
Yeah,
I know.
stupid. Sonny's going to be 2 for a while.
And we got on the flight. She was good as gold. Sat there, slept, ate, watched a movie, etc. As we're getting off the flight, person goes, unsolicited, oh, your kid was amazing, didn't cry once. I was like, F off, you muppet. You've been sat there quietly passag the last 10 and a bit hours hoping to tut. I should have tripped you up when you're going to the toilet up the aisle.
Yeah, I don't mind loud kids. I don't blame the kids. I blame the parents. It means that you haven't told your kid to shut the hell up. Yeah, that's your fault, not the kid's fault. It's just being a kid. You know what I mean? But if the parent's not doing anything,
But if it's a little baby
if it's a baby, that's not their fault.
Yeah.
But at the same time, what are you doing to stop the baby? Are you cooning it, or are you going, "Oh, it's just a baby. Let it be itself." Are you all right? Get off the flight.
midway through.
Hold your baby accountable. Pat it on the back. It's hungry.
God.
Hold it accountable.
How dare
Listen, maybe that
you.
baby's hungry. Did you change his nappy? Did you do?
Never
If you just left,
Priscilla Airways.
Listen,
absolutely not.
you won't be allowed on the plane. Listen, if your baby's hungry, feed it. Why is your baby crying?
Because the sounds, his ears might be popping.
Yeah, maybe.
He's scared.
What's the percentage though? Most babies are fine if they have all those things, right?
Not on a flight.
On a
Not on a
flight.
flight.
Because they
Constantly.
can't move. There's nothing to
That's called
properly look at.
neglect.
No.
Neglect.
I'm neglecting my child, taking him to the
Just
Maldives.
saying.
I would say-
Just saying. Just
Oh,
saying.
you're terrible.
Hashtag,
Childlike.
hashtag just saying.
What a horrible parent taking
Pat
you to an
his
all-inclusive.
Pat the baby's back. Pat the baby's back. Give it some milk. Give it some food. Change its nappy.
No,
Do you know what I mean?
I'll give you a tiny bit of leeway. Like,
Thank you.
I get that. I'd find it
You wouldn't
really
just
if I
leave
was
it
on a,
crying.
if I was on
Thank
a
you.
flight
Yeah,
and there
of
was a crying
course.
baby and the
Yeah.
parent just sort of kicked it under the seat and went, it'll
in
be
over
all
the
right.
dropper.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
neglect.
to a certain extent, yes. It depends.
How?
If they're just watching the baby cry,
I mean, that's bonkers.
called
You're
neglect.
not-
No one
right?
does that.
But
No
people
one's gonna
do.
do that, though.
People, I've seen it. As you just said, you let your child hit that person for half an hour. You think I would have let someone's child hit me for half an hour on a flight? I would
He
have
was
turned at the
enjoying
mum and
himself.
goes,
Everyone was enjoying themselves.
control your child. I would have control your child like that. Swear down, I would have done it. Because you can't be doing that. It's not your flight, it's our flight, right?
What? There's
But if
always-
it's just a baby crying and you can't control it, then it's out of your control. That's totally different. But if you can do something about it, you better be
Your
doing.
kids are gonna learn. Your kids are gonna learn all types of etiquette. They will learn. They will learn travel etiquette. What I would say is, I think going on holiday, like going on holiday with kids is paying for the privilege of parenting your children in a climate and in an environment that they are not used to, that they probably don't like for the first couple of days. And I would say, if you're going big self-hack, and I know it's bloody expensive, I will never go self-catering on holiday again, because I'm not paying to go for dinner for them to turn their noses up and go, but where are chicken nuggets and chips? It's all inclusive. Pick. If you don't
what
eat,
you want.
that's on
If
you.
you don't want that, go and get something
And
else.
also, for me, the rules don't apply with food, like on holidays.
Yeah,
if
have
you
what you want.
just want to eat,
Just eat.
whatever it is, just eat that.
Should I leave now,
Got
or-
one
Yeah,
week.
you can go.
Yeah,
You got
Yeah,
one
yeah.
don't get us
holiday.
started, please.
Sustenance is sustenance.
Ice cream for dinner,
Sustenance,
do it.
sustenance.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it, you're on holiday.
But also, I want to be
Espresso
partly
martini,
on
do
holiday.
I wanna be on
And I
holiday.
don't want to have to be like.
I can't be sat there.
You don't want to be making meals in a blender on holiday.
Excuse me, it's a newborn.
Yeah,
No, fair enough, I get that. But,
but I don't want to be
no,
sat in the
pouches.
resort. I don't want to be sat in the resort going.
But you don't meal prep on
He
holiday.
doesn't do that.
Yeah.
Now,
No, I
do
don't.
you?
I don't.
You have a day off.
But I do cook on holidays as well. I always have like somewhere where I can make
Like a
things.
self-catering.
Yeah, like where I can make stuff, because
No.
you might want a fruit bowl. Like, what am I gonna
I'll
do?
go get the fruit
Ask
bowl.
the waiter.
He's okay. You lot.
Get a fruit
I'm being
platter.
serious. He's had a fruit bowl every day of his life
I hear you. I can go to the fruit
Every
platter.
single day of his life.
That's what the buffet's
If
there
he doesn't
for.
have one,
there's loads
he'll
of
be like,
fruit.
what's going on?
Buffet.
Buffet.
A buffet. Do you know what they put on their fruit?
Oh,
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Move back. Let's move back.
Oh, man.
Hopefully vodka at this rate.
No, we just go to the organic market and just buy different fruits and put in the hotel room. That's nothing wrong with that, right? Why am I judged for this?
I'm
No,
not
I
saying
mean,
that.
no. That like
Buying fruit.
No.
I'm sorry. I'm
gonna-
terrible. What a
I'm not
terrible
gonna-
mother I am.
I'm going on holidaying on.
It's for holiday.
Holidaying with kids is truly is never the definition of what people without kids understand holiday to be today. So any semblance of that previous definition I can grab onto, I'm gonna grab it and hold on to it like it's a hot water bottle on a cold evening.
Yeah.
So if it's a fruit platter, go and order the fruit platter.
Yeah.
I'd rather put it on the room. I'd rather go
Get
and
10.
Yeah, I'd rather go. Have that less stress
Yeah.
and come back and be on beans on toast for the next.
But you have to remember as well.
100%.
But you have to remember as well, everyone's different, right? What is stressful to you might not be stressful to me.
Fair.
And getting food organized is not stressful to me. That's normal because I've normalized that since he's been born, right?
Yeah, but
So that's
you
my
just said
normality.
that holiday in Barcelona
Yeah.
was absolutely awful.
Yeah, but he was
because
a newborn,
But because
and
you-
I was juggling so much, right? And I was doing it by myself. So that's what made it traumatic. Not because I had to make the food or I wanted to make the food, but I'm saying it adds, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So it's another thing to do.
It just wasn't a holiday.
Do you know what I mean? It didn't feel like a holiday.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
half of it did, but not really, you know?
If I see a holiday advertised and it says home away from home, I think I don't want that.
I don't want
Like
that.
I don't want
I
to
don't
be
want
at
to-
home.
I do. I don't
I
wanna
want
do
to
it.
be looked after.
Yeah,
Stop.
same.
Yeah.
I'm here to be looked after.
Is that weird?
I want to.
I think it's controlling.
I want a day bed. I want a fruit
Yeah,
platter.
oh my God,
I want to.
yeah.
I want to feel not guilty for
I
having a
want some
cocktail.
sashimi.
I just.
Loads of it. Keep bringing it.
I want to be able to relax as well. I don't want to be that like meme of the dad that's got the beach bag,
Yeah.
the baby bag,
That's me.
dragging everything else,
That's Nancy.
and everyone else,
Nancy.
and everyone else having fun because I also need to chill as well. So does my partner. So whatever we can kind of push over there, all right, resort.
Do you do like a kids club? Do you just cart them off to the kids club and stuff?
My eldest will go to a kids club. My youngest is still a little bit like
Abroad?
He needs like his big sister to go with him. Otherwise, he won't go. And then we'll go to the kids' party in the evening where the adults watch them dancing on the stage whilst
that's cute.
I'm sitting there
Karaoke.
with my 12th glass of sangria and enjoying myself.
Having a wonderful
Yeah.
time.
Having an amazing,
look at him go.
amazing time. You dance and
that
sing that
sounds so
song in
funny.
Spanish.
I can't wait
You
for
don't
stuff
know
like
what's
that.
going
Do
on.
you know what? I have to say, what I really recommend is going on holiday with grandparents if that is ever,
Oh, I
if
think
that is
that's
ever an
that's the
option.
deal. That's the
That
goal.
is- oh, that is so good.
That's where you have that balance.
Yeah.
You can really let go and enjoy yourself.
You've woken up at 6 a.m. It's all right. Granddad's already up. Granddad is going to take you
100%.
to have
I
some
will say
breakfast.
I won't go on holiday with another family though.
I agree with you.
I won't do it.
I won't say.
I
I won't
I
say.
can't do it.
I can't wait for
can't
my
do it.
friends to have kids. I can't
Yeah,
wait for like
I
big
love
group
a group
holidays.
holiday.
Because I go on holiday to relax and chill. If we end up going with the family, sorry. If you're the itinerary person and you're trying to,
Yeah, but
force
you
me to
can't do
stuff,
that with kids now. So that was the old me.
That was the old
The new
She's
me
changed.
is just Aperol spritz,
yeah.
feet up.
if you're not matching my energy
Yeah.
of we are going to chill, the kids can frolic, we'll
Yeah.
splash,
Yeah.
return, order, turn,
Yeah.
splash.
Yeah.
I think
Then
that's
I'm
the key.
then I'm not
Yeah.
involved.
With like-minded people. My
Or
sister's like me, by the way.
the agreement that like even even though we're going on holiday together, you do you.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
We're going to the pool today.
We'll meet up
Yeah.
later.
Yeah.
yeah. Don't include me in your plans if you've got intricate plans.
So,
Intricate plans.
final word. Have you ever returned from a holiday feeling more relaxed than before you went?
No.
I pray for that day.
Since having a kid?
Yeah.
No.
No.
No.